Welcome friends, today I'll show you exactly how to create the most realistic talking avatar that stays fully consistent.
Oh my god, you guys, I just got this new windbreaker and I love it so much.
This is the only YouTube video you'll ever need, and this is the kind of content that you'd normally find inside a paid course. Do not do that. Available completely for free in this video. In this tutorial, I'll show you where to generate your base model, how to create multiple consistent frames of your actor, and how to bring it to life with state-of-the-art lip syncing tools. No fluff, and yes, my AI avatar is on vacation, so you're stuck with the real me, and I hope that I am as fun. Let's get into it. Okay, so here's my concept. I want to build an AI influencer who can represent my brand, right? I want to grow an audience for my AI avatars because I'm not that great with being in front of a camera, and I'd love to build some IP so that I can delegate the entire content creation process to my team. I don't want to be the bottleneck anymore, not even for my brand. And as I've mentioned in the previous videos, the most important thing, aside from prompting, and honestly today I'd argue that prompting is important, but not as important as having a strong source or foundation image, especially today, it's November 2025. So in order for us to build our avatar, we need to have the best source image. So we need the best image generator tech available right now, something that can achieve hyper realism so that when we generate consistent results later on, it does maintain that realistic look across every output. And to do that, what I do is that I will generate my source image inside KORA Pro. You can see all the examples on the screen. It gives you the most realistic, low fidelity, high resolution images with raw skin texture. And not only does it handle humans extremely well, but it can generate pretty much anything with insane realism. Where do we access that? Very easy. We can head over to Enhancor, click on KORA over here, and here we have a few options. We have KORA Pro selected already. If we click on it, we're going to see KORA Cinema and Nano Banana Pro. Don't worry about them. Then we have our upscale models, like the 2K Pro and the 4K Ultra. Again, for now, we don't need those. They're only recommended if you want very high resolution images with absurd detail. Like maybe you're printing something on a billboard or maybe on your website. So I would not recommend them if you're generating character for social media. We also have our aspect ratio over here, as you can see. So let's generate our model. I want to generate a few options first to see what the vibe is. And I'm thinking of both a guy and a girl, but I don't really have this well-formed idea of what I want to do. So in this case, let's do this live. When I don't have any ideas, what do? I go and open my friend Chad to help me out, ChatGPT. We're going to launch ChatGPT. We have the 5.1 model selected already, which is the latest one. And I'm going to ask it to help me define a man and a woman whose looks have the potential to go viral on social media. So I'm going to tell you to think about creators who have dominated the space over the last 4 years. And after each character, after it analyzes and thinks about it, after it gives me a description, I want it to give me a prompt, a low fidelity photo prompt of that same exact character shot against a white background. You might ask why white background? Because we want to make sure that the photo is clean and simple and the focus is entirely on our subject. Here is my prompt. You can screenshot this. Your task is to help me define two characters, one male and one female. Their appearance should feel instantly viral, inspired by the most recognizable creators from the past 4 years. After generating each character description, produce a low-fidelity photo prompt of that character photographed against a clean white background. Simple, minimal, shot in an amateur photo camera style. And here the trick is saying amateur photo camera style. Do not say iPhone. When you use the word iPhone, it triggers the model to be holding an iPhone. So we want to avoid that by saying phone camera style. Hit generate and let's see what it comes up with. Boom! Here's what ChatGPT told us. It gave us the appearance and it gave us the prompt. Let's skim through it very quickly. We have a mid-20s Mediterranean. Oh, I cannot say the word. Mediterranean. I'm from like Albania, so like I should be able to say it. Mediterranean featured man. I don't know if I'm making sense. Buzz cut, clean fade, strong jawline, chapped lips. Then in here we have an Eastern European porcelain skin, dark hair, foxy eyes girl. And that seems about right. Okay. So let's copy these prompts and we're going to head back to KORA Pro and paste them over there. Let's paste the first one and select 3:4 aspect ratio. Boom. We're going to hit generate and it's now in queue. It should take about 3 to 4 minutes. So now let's paste in the second one. Same exact settings. Boom, boom, and let it do its thing. Damn, this is what KORA gave us. I would quite literally not be able to tell that these are AI. Cool, we got all these great images, but now what? I want to change the prompt so we can get close-up shot, just in case, because we might need more skin and facial details. The more details of the face we have, the better our process will be in the next phase. Literally, all I have to do is change the prompt to add the word close-up photo. So I'm just going to change the prompt here and say a close-up photo. We're going to generate it. And here are our close-up images alongside the other ones. Take a look at them. Very nice. Phase 1 is now done. Let's go to phase 2, but also KORA API is available if you're an agency that wants to utilize this workflow that I'm talking about today in the future for all your client needs. Phase 2 is utilizing Nano Banana Pro capabilities to create a character sheet. Okay, so I want to have a 360 character rotation of my model. I also want to have some low fidelity photos of my model that are Instagrammable. My model cooking or just walking down the street wearing a jacket. I want to have some high-end studio photos of my model as well so that I'm able to contextualize it in different environments. So let's grab our model. Here's a picture. I'm going with our Eastern European girl. We're going to head over to image editing over here. Go back to Enhancor, click on Tools, Image Editing, and make sure that we have selected over here Nano Banana Pro, which is selected by default, so you'll not miss it. I will upload my image, boom, and I'll say, give me 4 different views of this character. We need to make sure that we have selected 4K, and we can leave the aspect ratio to auto, hit generate. Boom! This is what we get! Quite impressive. Now we do have a better understanding of what our model looks like in a 3D space. I will save that. Now I want to refine my source image. This is my source image. I want to make it sharper. I want to make the skin look more realistic because this will translate in all the other generations with Nano Banana Pro. And this is a very important step. And you're going to see why. And I'm pretty sure that you're going to be like, wow, Syria, this is next level. Trust me. I will get the source image, this one again, and we'll bring it to Enhancor v3 Skin Fix, which is a new update. And in here, we will select imperfect skin. Again, we're doing this so that we can get as much detail as possible before we start generating more consistent images. So we need our source image to be on its best shape. Hit generate, just wait for it. Boom, look at this. This is great. Before, after. It added more imperfections, such as, look at all these pimples. Now I'll do the same exact thing just to show you, but this time I will enable hyper realism, the button over here, to just see the difference and see how it feels. Again, same preset. Nothing changes except of us toggling this on. Hit generate, boom. This is next level. This is imperfect skin with hyperrealism not enabled, and this is imperfect skin with hyperrealism enabled. You can clearly see the difference. The hyperrealistic one looks a bit older. It has way more definition. The lighting hits a bit better. Looks more three-dimensional. I like it. Now, I want to try some freckles. We're going to go over into our presets. Now we're going to select freckle control, and we're going to set the intensity over here to medium. Disable hyperrealism. Hit generate. Boom. This is what you get. Mind blown. This is great. I love it. Now we're going to do the exact same thing, just enable hyperrealism, just for us to understand what the model does and what is best for our use case. Hit generate, and this is what we get. Let's put them all side by side. You guys tell me which one do you like the best? I like this one over here, but also this one over here. But I think that I'm gonna go with imperfect skin and hyperrealism toggle because it makes it look a bit more natural, and it does make the model look a bit older. And I would like this for my content. Maybe you do not, but I do. What we can do is that we can upscale this even more if we wanted to. It's not necessarily required. the image already looks great. But just in case you want to know how to do it, we'll go into our upscaler. We're going to select the crisp upscale over here and just run it through. Now, this is the before and after. Original, upscaled. You know, you cannot do this with Nano Banana. Sure, it gives you a bigger file, but the details will not be the same. Regardless, I'm just going to stick with my first image. I did not need this upscaled at all. Great. So this right here is our official high-res image of our influencer. We're going to save this in the folder, and we're going to call this main image or source image or reference image, whatever it is. Now it's time to have some fun with it. I want her to be taking a selfie as she's cooking some food. Very simple prompt. I will say, take a look at this, a POV of the woman taking a selfie as she is cooking food in the kitchen. That is it. Super simple. We're going to hit generate. Damn, look at her now. It is maintaining the exact same skin. Like, look at the marks. This is wild. That's why I always like to fix a skin before I start generating anything with Nano Banana, because Nano Banana will take that information and reproduce it, so you don't have to fix or upscale or like do all of that afterwards. You did it once in the beginning, and then it just follows. Let's say I want to have her go on holidays now, okay? Like, she's on Instagram and she's whatever. I'm going to use this prompt and screenshot it. I'm not going to read it out loud. I'm going to give you a few seconds. I'm going to copy this. I'm going to paste it over into Enhancor. Again, make sure this is 4K. Hit generate. Boom. Looks great. The skin, though, does look a bit fake, but there's nothing Enhancor cannot fix. So here's the before and the after. Now, what if we want her to wear this piece of clothing so that she can promote it on social media, right? Now she has 200,000 followers. There's this brand, and the brand's like, yo, we don't want to send you the sample. It's going to cost us too much money. Either way, like, this influencer does not exist. But here's a picture. Just generate an image with it. So I'm simply going to drag both images and write this prompt. I'm going to allow you a few more seconds again to screenshot it. Copy this, paste it in, and boom, look at this. I have nothing else to say. Nano Banana is crazy, especially if you use a great source image, and if you know your prompt, it's game over. Now, what if I wanted a real ecom image of this woman wearing a jacket, okay? Because now she's an international star, and all these brands want her likeness. We're going to keep the same exact source images, but we're going to change the prompt. This is the new prompt that we're going to use for the high-fidelity professional campaign shot. Screenshot it. I'm going to copy it and paste it inside the prompt section over here. I'm going to change the aspect ratio to 16:9. This might be a billboard or like a website banner. Hit generate. This is what we get. Full screen. Looks great. However, the skin is still a bit soft. In this case, we're going to head over to Enhancor v3, and since this is a high fidelity image, we're going to select the high-end preset. This is optimized for high fidelity images. We're going to hit generate, and boom. Look at the skin. It unifies it. It is literally made for high-end or high-fidelity photo shoot images, or whatever you want to call them. This is great. Look at our data set. What are we going to call her? I don't know. Tell me the name of the model in the comments. For the last part of this tutorial, lip syncing. To achieve the most realistic results, I normally use VO 3.1. So we're going to head over to Tools, Lip Syncing, and drop in our image. We're just going to say a woman saying, oh my God, you guys, I just got this new windbreaker and I love it so much. So this is the image that we're going to use. And this is the prompt that I'm using. Super simple, nothing complicated here. We're going to select 1080p and 8 seconds. I'm going to hit generate, and boom.
Oh my God, you guys, I just got this new windbreaker and I love it so much.
Now, it looks very good, but if you have a voice for your character, for your influencer, and you want to personalize it, you need to go into apps like 11 Labs, download the audio file, and use the voice changer feature to apply your own custom voice. So that's the only downside of VO 3.1, is that it does not allow you to actually upload a source image. However, if you do have a source audio, maybe you're talking yourself, or maybe you've generated an audio somewhere else, you can use Enhancor V1 or V2 lip syncing models. I'm going to use the exact audio file that we got from Google VO so that we can compare all of them. I'll be using both V1 and V2 here. So we're going to select V1 over here. We're going to upload our source audio. We're going to hit generate. Let's wait for it. This is what we got.
Oh my God, you guys, I just got this new windbreaker and I love it so much.
Looks okay, looks good. Now let's use V2. Same thing, select V2, upload your audio, and we're gonna upload it in the upload section over here. Generate, and this is what we get.
Oh my God, you guys, I just got this new windbreaker and I love it so much.
I'm just gonna put them side by side for you to determine which one is the best.
Oh my God, you guys, I just got this new windbreaker and I love it so much.
And there you go, friends. This is how you can generate the most realistic talking characters today, entirely with AI. Let's do a recap. We went into KORA Pro, we generated our image, fixed the AI skin, we used Nano Banana to generate all these variations, then we used VO 3.1 to bring it to life. This is 20 minutes summarized in 10 seconds. Now, if you like what I do, and if you'd like to support Enhancor, drop a like, subscribe, and let me know how I can best help you to figure out your AI journey. Your support means a lot to me, and I always like to end my videos by reminding you that the real magic of AI is not what it can do for you, but how it empowers you to do what you've always wanted, to create without limits. Thank you for spending the time today with me. See you soon, friend.